This is the Red Cobblestone Road, an honest walk through church, culture, trauma, and redemption. I'm your host, Roderick L. Gardner Sr., and together we're asking hard questions about the Black church, politics, family, and the stories we've believed about who we are, and we're following Jesus on a narrow path that cuts through all of it. In Season 1, Walking the Red Cobblestone Road, Christ and Him Eternal. We're leaving victimhood, breaking old agreements, and learning what it really means to walk with Christ all the way to glory. Welcome to the journey. Let's walk. Episode 5, The Mirror Mumianti. This part of the road. The wind stops, the lantern in your hand flickers once, and then holds completely still, and for the first time since you stepped onto the Red Cobblestone Road, your footsteps echo back at you. You look around, there is no mirror here. No glass, no frame, nothing standing in front of you. But something shifts. The air thickens, the light bends, and the road begins to remember you. Not the you that you show people. Not the version you learned to pretend to be. Not the one you tried to become, just to survive. But the real you, the hidden you, the one you almost forgot existed. And slowly, quietly, memory rises, not as pictures, not as visions, but as presence. Moments you lived in silence, mistakes you made in secret, wounds you carried alone, truths you buried under responsibility, pressure, culture, and fear. The road shows them to you, not to shame you, but to free you, because you cannot heal what you refuse to face. There it is, the moment you stopped telling the truth because you were afraid of being judged, the moment you chose silence because your voice didn't feel safe, the moment you learned how to smile through pain, the moment you pretended you were okay so you wouldn't be a burden, the moment you started carrying weight that never belonged to you. And the truth is this, you've been bleeding quietly and calling it strength. You've been tired for years, but calling it faithfulness. You've been breaking slowly, but calling it endurance. You've been hurting, but calling it normal. You survived so much that you stopped seeing the damage. You pushed through so much that you stopped acknowledging the cost. And yet God is not confronting you to crush you. He is confronting you to free you, because you can't walk the narrow path while dragging the broken pieces of who you used to be. Listen, this is not punishment. This is invitation. This is the moment where God says, look at what shaped you and bring it to me. This is where you finally admit, I didn't heal from that. I hid that. I learned to function broken. I pretended my way through pain. I carried trauma like it was personality. I believed lies because they felt familiar. I learned to settle because I forgot my own worth. This is the moment the truth catches up, the moment the mask cracks, the moment the heart speaks, the moment you look around and say, this is who I've been, but not who I'm becoming. The memories fade, the heaviness lifts, the lantern warms your hand again. You inhale, slowly, deeply, and for the first time, you don't feel overwhelmed by what you saw. You feel relieved, because the truth didn't break you, it freed you. The Red Cobblestone Road was never asking you to be perfect. It was asking you to be honest, and now, for the first time, you are. You step forward, the road narrows, the lantern brightens, your heart steadies, and you feel a deep, certain, undeniable. You are finally walking toward who God always meant you to be. You've been listening to the Red Cobblestone Road, an honest walk through church, culture, trauma, and redemption. My prayer is that something you heard today pulls you a little closer to Christ and Him Eternal, and helps you see your life, your church, and your family through His eyes. If this episode spoke to you, share it with somebody you love, and make sure you're following so you don't miss the next step on the road. Until next time, keep walking the Red Cobblestone Road. And don't stop until it opens into glory.